Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Minecraft Glitchless Invitational, put on by none other than the Global Speedrun Association. This tournament started September 3rd, almost exactly 1 month of jaw-dropping Minecraft speedrunning action. But this is it. Here we are, the grand finals. Dylqn on the left, Feinberg on the right. This is going to be a best of 5. Winner takes home $500. Second place, $250. I am honored to be joined by one of the most prominent Britons of all time. It's BGR. Hello.
Hello. They tried to get Fulham, but he was busy. So here I am to fill it in. This, as you said, very hype, very exciting. Cannot wait to see how this plays out. Looks like we're going to have a structureless seed as our first one.
No shot. Starting him off with the weirdest start you could. Yeah, this looks like an interesting one. But Ben, we don't have much time before we get started with the action. What are your predictions for the overall best of 5?
I said it earlier when we were commentating that series. I think Crux, Feinberg were the two strongest runners in that tournament. I'm gonna mirror, I believe, Crux himself's prediction of going 3-1 in the direction of Feinberg.
Yep, I was gonna say I'm gonna pretty much agree with that too. I might even go so far as to say 3-0 for Feinberg. I know. He's the favorite. He's everyone's winner of all the recent tournaments. I just think he's gotten all of his throwing days out of the way. Feinberg is just too consistent of a runner. He's so difficult to stop in a tournament format. It looks like he gets even better when you say there's tournament on the line. I got to see the evidence of someone bringing down Feinberg. I got to see it. I'm going 3-0 Fine. I don't think that would surprise a lot of people either. He's just kind of cracked.
Well, what will surprise nobody is that I was completely wrong, and this is in fact a village plus ruin portal seed.
Yep.
So they're going to be getting the gold axe out of there, being able to front load a buttload of wood. Different spawns kind of coming into play here as Fine looking to see if he can fix it, and he can. Going to be able to get the sub 1 enter. Almost a stack of wood straight into a bastion.
Okay.
And there's the chalice, there's the fortress, and down he goes. This is FSG.
Yeah, I mean, Ruin Portal Village seed. I mean, it is an awkward one. It's a biome you don't normally like. So, I mean, every seed I think so far has been fairly kind, but there's usually one thing that's lacking in every seed. It's different every time, which I love from a tournament perspective. You don't want to just give the runners everything they could ever want. It's nice to see one thing lacking and see how they approach that. And the thing lacking in here is food. I see maybe one bed on each side. We got a golden axe, we got an iron pick, we got an immediate bastion. Food is lacking. I think in the Crimson, they're okay. They could get some hoglins, but I'm curious to see how they handle this. Taking some risks. If you're on half heart and if you're on half health like this, accidentally hit some lava, accidentally get hit by a piglin, could be pretty bad. So this very fast seed, but I'm curious to see what Feinberg specifically does for food because he's very low right now.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing the shoulder out coming out from Feinberg versus the upper pig hole for Dylqn. What's the official term for it? What would you refer to it as?
I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I guess that's fine. Upper pig hole? Sure.
Triple hole?
Triple. I don't know. Usually we put someone's name to it, so I always use that one. I don't know why.
All right,
it's just the right side shoulder.
It's mine now.
The BGR route on bridge, we're coming out. I like it better. I like it better personally. So.
Well, it looks like we're going to be seeing task overlap immediately initiated from both the runners. Going to be churning out a bunch of the trades immediately from Dylqn, and very quick decision making to put himself straight over to the fortress. Only has the gold axe. So durability could be an issue, and with this skeleton, needs to be careful with the damage. Blaze is doing him a favor there. but we'll have to see how long his DPS lasts here with the gold axe, as it breaks immediately.
Yeah, he can make. Yeah, he's gonna make one more. On average, actually, 2 gold axes, if you do crits every time, are actually faster at taking down blazes than any other type of axe. Gold axe does have a faster recharge time. You do have to do 2 crits, whereas other axes, it's 1 crit and 1 regular attack. Each one has, I believe, loses double durability if you're attacking with it. If you're mining with it, it's only single, but attacking with it is double durability. So each axe hit, I believe
Its
it only
rod
has
rates are
16
insane.
hits. 16 hits per each axe. So with 2 on average, he'll be good. Now, I think he's going to make it out with the gold axe.
Yeah, going to be preloading a crossbow there as well. Going to be making some eyes off right off the bat. We'll most likely to be seeing him doing educated from his initial portal, given the fact that he has to go back to the bastion, and with it being such insane proximity. Blazebed coming out for Fine here, and I'm interested to see if Fine has the 20 obby that would contest this task overlap coming out from Dylqn.
Yeah, I mean, Feinberg did. Oh, Dylqn isn't going to make it. It's just short. Does this one drop? I think he's good. I think his axe broke on the last hit he needed.
But he takes
Yeah.
slightly too much damage and can't pull back.
Yeah, I was going to say, Feinberg did a different type of task overlap. He got food while he was waiting for the bridge trades. So Dylqn is still actually lacking on that. So I don't know how much of an advantage he actually does have. I think it was smarter to do the blaze task overlap, but he lost his axe and now he's on low food. So now it's kind of like, it's kind of a scary situation. He's
Yeah,
in
we go
trouble.
see Dylqn going back out, getting an angle here. Interesting to see, we don't see the chunk borders coming up. Is just going to be an angle check. We'll get the rough estimate here, as it's only 18 obby on Feinberg's side. So do you reckon we see him going back to original portal, or do you think that we see him just full send the blind?
I think original portal, I don't know if his portal is in vision. It was on the bridge pretty much, right? Yeah, he's going to prolong back, I think, to original. He's on 6 rods. Yeah, he's going to leave on 7. So he's going to be super close. Yeah, I think this is the right play. One eye
Yeah,
throw.
he
It's what he did in the last round. So yeah.
makes up a lot of time on that split, as Dylqn still has to make his way through his trades. So a bit of spawn RNG and a bit just more comfort on the health bar coming out from Feinberg, getting that pork to be able to stay topped up. But Dylqn waddling around right now, risking that no sprint, going to be taking the respawn anchor reset right now. Will sink the pearl into it, so probably feeling comfortable on that count, and make his way back up and out.
Yeah, it's his 3rd gold axe he's crafted. Does have a gold pick as well. So Dylqn is stocked up on stuff. Neither runner's having any food. So, I mean, this was crazy good FSG seed, but again, lack of food always coming in with a significant time loss. Is Dylqn going to stop to kill these? I think well, actually, no, they don't have a lava bucket, do they? Yeah, that's right.
No.
Feinberg was killing the Hoglin with the flint and steel. They would have had to stop to kill Golem to get a bucket. So yeah, that's why they haven't gotten food from Crimson. It wasn't really easy at all. So yeah, I guess he's just gonna have to leg it. Feinberg exiting, also gonna do a hunger reset. Very close here.
Yeah, we do see, I believe the Feinberg was in a pretty similar position just further up. Pre-crafts his bed, and with the height of this, I'd be surprised if Dylqn's on surface. Going quite low with the educated does take him underground, gives him the slight, very off chance of landing an I Spy given the eye check method, but doesn't land it and will have to lose the time now, making his way up to surface.
Feinberg throws first eye. It does point towards the shore. He's looking. It's very likely, if it's not ocean exposed here, it's going to be on the shore. They know they're probably less than 300 blocks away from their position. So wouldn't be surprised if he chucks this pearl, throws an eye from the side of the shore, and it goes, yep, directly to the shore. Pretty standard for strongholds to be here. So that is, I think, 1 eye pop out of 2, but Feinberg does have 7 total. So if this one doesn't, he should be fine. He should be totally fine.
Yep. finds his way into the chunk, will be making his way down. As I'd like to see Fine pull up F3 right now. We see Dylqn in the neg-neg quadrant, but his terrain just does not at all resemble what we saw from Fine. Fine potentially just landing the educated a bit better, but we'll have to see. Is in the stronghold already, gonna be a little bit aesthetically scuffed, but gonna run it straight down mid, see if the ever true fact of it being straight down mid continues, and immediately gonna be in is a one eye, so will be able to craft that extra one, make his way in, is low on food and does not have any in the back, but will have an excess of beds to be able to make his way through this cycle.
Yeah, looking pretty good. Dylqn took a little stop off at that village for food, maybe beds I didn't see, but I agree with that play. Even if Dylqn knows where Feinberg is and is way ahead of him, he still should. He just needs to assume that Feinberg is going to make some kind of mistake, take his time, get food, beds, make sure he doesn't mess up, and try to close this out if Feinberg doesn't make a mistake. So he is pretty close to the shore. I think Dylqn is a few eye throws away from this, but Feinberg doing the safest half bow method here on the ground, not pillaring up at all, not taking any risks. See how much wood he has. Yeah, 8 beds. That's plenty.
He only ends up shooting the one crystal and throwing out the bow. Yeah, maybe 2. Maybe he had a second, but it's very little RNG differential if you're taking out such a small amount of the overall crystals. Gonna see Dylqn finding his way towards the chunk here. Throws a couple of eyes, will be able to figure it out off this, as we'll see him going down any second now. Is in the middle of the ocean, so a little bit of a, is in the water. So a little bit of a misdirect, but should be fine as he will be digging his way down. Feinberg still waiting on the perch.
Yeah, and I guess now while we're waiting, we could think about different plays that were made during this run that may have been able to make up some time. I mean, I thought I liked Dylqn's overall strategy better. It was riskier, though, I guess. The task overlapping the blazes with the bridge trades, as opposed to just maybe like looking for extra food, doing the flint and steel, slow hoglin kind of kills. It would have been a bit safer. So I like this play, but I think it just having a hunger reset in the nether, I think lost more time than what it was worth.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on the front of the hunger reset. I think it was more to do with health bar management within the period of the blaze fight. I think if he'd managed to take less damage, because he took a couple of hits from the blazes, and I think if he played it perfectly, then he wouldn't have been in as precarious of a position when it came to the latter half of the strategy. But we're going to be seeing half bow coming out from Dylqn here, as Feinberg gets the perch.
Okay, he took some damage, so he can't pearl in, but he is close enough. Cutting it pretty close here. He does have plenty of beds and enough health to trigger like 8 of them, so it should be good. Dang, very close though. Yeah, Feinberg will take this one, but could have been about a minute faster, taking out more crystals, but either way, that's going to be sub 12 on the first seed. Basically, no food from the overworld. Everything else was very, very nice in the seed, though. Handled the food situation just fine. Yeah, Dylqn, unfortunately, very close, but not close enough. Feinberg takes it 1-0.
Yeah, just stock standard clean run coming out from Feinberg there. I was very surprised, especially with the FSG prowess, with the fact that we even saw him do it earlier, not to see him going for the task overlap. But he made a read, he decided to go with killing a hoglin instead, and it ended up paying forward. The cooked pork chops are one of the best saturation in the game, and ended up being able to carry him through a section of the run that Dylqn struggled a bit more with because of his lower health and hunger bar.
Yeah, definitely see Dylqn finishing about a minute behind, so can't be too upset with this play there. Just a little bit awkward. I feel like if the food situation was similar, that would have been a much closer run. So well played from both of them. And yeah, we're just going to be waiting until they get their second seed here. But in the meantime, Ben, I've been struggling with the decision recently. Can I talk to you about this?
I mean, I'm always here for you, man. Well,
Person to
what do you
person,
want to talk
just me and
about?
you. I am trying to figure out what my favorite series of three letters are, and I'm torn. Okay, I need you to help me out with this one. It's either UAP or SIA. Ben, I just can't figure it out. I can't figure out which one's my favorite, Ben.
I mean, what's the meaning behind these words? What's the symbolism? What do they do for you?
Well, obviously, Ben, this event was put on because of your guys' kind donation to the cause. UAP, as we all know, I see people putting in chat, exclamation point UAP. It's the Urban Arts Partnership. That's the reason this is being put on. Consider donating to the School of Interactive Arts. That's what SIA stands for. That's why I can't figure it out because they're both so close. If you guys would like to donate, we do have. Oh, the donation goal has been updated. It's now
Hey,
up to 750. Oh, you hate to see that bar not filled all the way. Consider donating! Exclamation point donate. At the end of the day, I don't know. UAP is probably my three favorite consecutive letters. I'd probably lean towards that.
I
You know,
mean, I'll be
GNG
honest.
is a cool one.
I didn't
HBG.
quite point it out until chat did, but I have three letters. Well, what's the deal with that, Wags?
I mean,
You're kind of talking bad to me straight to my face, but you know it's fine. It's fine. This can
you're
wait
not going to
until
be my.
between the
I mean,
next
this is
match
like an
because
organ. This is like a.
we're getting into speed running right now, Wags. As this seed is going to be starting up, so I don't need this from you. There is a ruin portal on the hill that both runners can see, as that will likely be their primary version of entry.
Yeah, another little savannah here. Has anyone used a pie chart yet? I didn't quite catch that. That's kind of oh no, I didn't catch it. So I like to just flash that right away to see if there's any village, maybe a blacksmith nearby, any fun things. I didn't quite catch it on their screen, so maybe they saw that and it's nothing. Gold armor, two hobby, three
Yeah,
iron, two
this
gold
is
picks.
interesting. It looks like what I expect the runners to be going for here is going to be bucket woodlit, given the resources that were provided.
Oh, oh, I kind of hate
Ugh.
that. I kind of hate that. I kind of
Fair
hate
enough.
that so
Is the
much.
portal completable with two?
With two,
I don't think it is. I think bucket
I think
woodlit
you need
is
more.
probably the best method for a fast entry here, and I think that's what these runners are most concerned about.
You don't think looking for a cave maybe would
Mm.
be the start?
I mean, there's a cave visible there. We see Feinberg making his way down the hill where Dylqn just has shown no intention to, so we could see your theory playing out here, but I think I'm right.
Well, I mean, there's no guarantee there's going to be iron in a cave here. You don't know what the organizers were thinking, but there's also no guarantee there's going to be iron in the bastion. No one's telling you that. So, I mean, taking a time loss and just exploring a cave in the overworld, uh, you could make the iron pick first from that iron and then dig faster. Feinberg's just going to do the stone pick, though, not opting for any weapons or anything. And he's just going to mine iron. I think I would have just made the iron pick and then mined four iron and smelted that and gone in. It's a time loss, but like it's a safer play in tournament. No one's guaranteeing you there's iron in a bastion.
Yeah, I feel as if this is quite a bizarre rollout from Feinberg here, clearly showing that he doesn't want to enter without finding more stuff, but then on top of that, not making the iron pickaxe in the first place. So maybe going to make a bucket so that he can more effectively farm food potentially with lava. But he has the 4 iron now, will be able to try to make his way in. But we're going to see exactly what I predicted coming out from Dylqn here, as he will be attempting the woodlit. I don't know. This is a weird setup, and his portal isn't even complete. He's missing a spot, and I don't
Yeah,
think
I
he
was gonna
realizes.
say Feinberg has a hunger reset. That's definitely the play here. He does. He's very low on health and
Dylqn,
hunger.
Dylqn Oh no, Dylan's trying to
Yeah,
woodlit a
what?
portal
I
that
mean,
isn't
woodlighting a
complete.
ruined portal is
No, it's
very
not.
awkward.
No,
I know, I
Wags,
know.
it
It
isn't
doesn't.
complete.
I know,
It's
but
missing.
it's something you never do. So I don't like. You're bound to make a mistake on things you never do. It's how does
He
what
doesn't know.
does he just
Pepe hands, he
really?
doesn't know. Oh no. He just needs to get one more block of obby.
Is the lava in the portal
Is
for him? He should notice if the lava's
he
in the
should.
portal for him now. Yeah, no.
No, he's looking at it.
Dylan.
Dylan.
There's a block right there to the right. Dylan, it's open. The portal's totally open. You're looking right at it. Oh, he doesn't see it. Oh my, what? Oh no, Feinberg's just gonna be in with an iron pick. He doesn't even have a pick. I mean, it's not gonna light, Dylan. There's no, you've only got 9 obby in that frame, my dude. Oh no.
How long before he notices?
He was staring right at it. I don't know, dude. Dylan, it's right there. Yeah, right there.
Oh my God! He needs to go get water.
God. Oh no, Dylan.
Oh my God!
So
we're 4 minutes into the run. Oh no!
Oh, I have to imagine he's just laughing at it. I mean, Dylan's not a dude that's gonna get tilted by that. He's gonna laugh and be like, "I can't believe that just happened." I mean, woodlighting a room, it's just awkward. So, yeah, he's gonna fill this in.
Feinberg's entering with 8 obsidian, essentially. So I would be very surprised to not see double travel coming out here, post Bastion. Still has the upper chest to be looted, going to be doing some de-aggro, as he puts a yup in chat, acknowledges that, maybe he hasn't played this optimally.
Yeah, maybe a little suboptimal. Also, very bad news for Dylan. He doesn't know yet, but one of the worst bastions to do an ironless is treasure. The piglin count is easy to get in a lot of other bastions, but treasure, you really want those gold blocks on the bridge to get higher piglin count and more gold, because the gold sometimes can be lacking up at the top. So he's going to have to go to the top first and then try to get iron. And again, there's no guarantee. He could run all the way to the treasure and find 0 iron. So
yeah, I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled on Feinberg's screen to see what he is at post looting chests, but has been prioritizing the gold blocks, has the staircase piglin hole again. Not getting any extra, spots the fortress, so knows where he's going, can do a pearl hang if he so chooses. Believe he even got the spawner there. But we will see him getting some of the trades there. Yep, grabs a pearl, gonna do a pearl hang, so just gets that nice fast transition, should be straight out of spawner. Lining it up perfectly.
It's just a hoglin on top of that treasure bastion. Oh, this is so awkward. He's gonna kill it. Some more food. I mean, why
Alright,
not?
let's see. No gold in that first chest. No gold, no iron in that second. Is this double going to be the savior of Dylan's run? It doesn't look like
4
it.
nuggets, 4 nuggets. Also, Dylan can check the lower section first, but he skipped right over it. Yeah, he skipped over the lower section. Maybe he'll check the lower section right after this when he realizes there's no iron. I mean, he's at maybe like 6 nuggets.
Feinberg already checked the lower chest. It didn't have any.
I mean, there's multiple around the edges, though.
We do see from Feinberg that he did get a reasonably early iron nugget trade, which could be potentially the high roll that Dylan has to gamble on here. But this is not looking good.
Yeah, it's looking a bit rough. What's his play here? I mean, Lord Treasure has multiple tiers that chests can spawn on. The upper tier, which is close to the mini bridge
He got
here.
it. He got the trade. He got the trade in time.
Okay, he's got enough. Okay, he's in business. It's a little slow.
It's winnable, my streamer.
Winnable.
All right.
These
Well,
guys.
I was listening to the post-game interview of the last match, and it was a prediction by Curryway of 3-2 in the favor of Dylqn. Now, how do people feel about a 3-2 reverse sweep?
Has happened. It has happened in the past.
It can be done, and he's definitely showing some mental resilience right now to keep this going. Just another pig in the hole. Gonna quickly suffocate that one out of existence. But checking his way through the trades, only has 10 pearls, will need to loot another rampart as Feinberg is post-bastion, decent chunk into fortress, sacks one pearl to get the faster respawn, and we'll have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, and we're just getting word from the booth. We have a $20 dono from the other ESI guy. I'm going to have to go ahead and guess that's Antoine. Thank you, Antoine, for the $20 dono to the cause. That makes that bar go up just a little bit more. If you guys feel like donating, if you have a little bit, feel free. Exclamation point donate. It's a charitable cause. It's why this event is being put on. Thank you guys. Pog.
Yep.
Very pog.
Thank you very much, Antoine. Maybe he's trying to sway your free letter preference.
ESI, that's a pretty good. I Spy is just a great achievement name, you know?
It is.
I am a big fan of naming tournaments after achievement names, you know?
I mean,
it's just fun. There's a couple of
them. I only know ESI and Hot Stuff.
Hot Stuff. There's another one, right? There's another one or two. What's another one? Tournament in the game.
That's not really. Is that an achievement?
Oh, very frightening. Ooh. Yeah, not very frightening. There you go. The AA tournament going on right now. Anyway.
Dylqn trying to spot out the fortress here. Didn't check from the top like Feinberg did. Is heading the right way now, but a bit slow on the transition also.
Sorry, I think the next tournament should be called Getting an Upgrade. That is a great name. Thank you, Toshio. Getting an Upgrade Minecraft Invitational. That's just a good name. Yeah, Feinberg writing down his chords that he's going to be traveling to, I think, here. Pretty solid lead, but, you know, Dylqn's in this.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised how much Dylqn is in this. He does have the 20 obby also, so will be able to. So maybe he can hope that, like, Feinberg forgot how to count. Because if he hasn't, then this should, you know. I mean, we've seen Feinberg throw. Feinberg is very famous for the fact that he's thrown.
But not in a while, though. That's the thing. The density of Feinberg throws have decreased over time. That's the scary thing, you know?
Yeah, he even makes a little safety bubble at the end of runs now. So...
Yeah, no way Ederman's going to get to him. No, he can't even place a bet. He surrounds himself with blocks, so he literally can't even kill himself. That's how you do it. Safety strats after you kill a dragon.
Ain't nothing getting in there. Looks like okay. We are gonna have a blaze bed come out. Little bit late into the cycle from Dylqn here, but gets it done. Gonna blow out the spawner. Already 3 rods in. Hasn't set up his check portal yet. That's a pop, but we did actually see that. Oh, he's found it.
He's very cool.
My depth perception was not on point. I did not know how... He almost just got tridented to death. That would have been amazing. That would have been... I would have been so okay with that.
That's so rude, but honestly, to make this match closer, it would have been epic, you know? A little trident guy, Dylqn paid off to kill Feinberg, would have been nice. Dylqn is exiting here, I think a little bit shorter than where Feinberg did maybe, but Feinberg was like 50 blocks away, very, very close to this stronghold, so Dylqn should be close as well, right on the shore.
Ocean travel.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is Portal Room. Feinberg does have a lot of blaze powder in the back, going to be able to fill the portal, make his way in. Ooh, so 5.5 hearts, no chance of regen from the looks of it. Gonna go down to 3 with that pearl. is putting himself in a bit of a suspect spot. Can't take a tick from Dragon's Breath or from or do too many beds. Can't take too much explosion damage. Has a couple of rotten flesh if he wants to try to get an extra tick or two of that health bar, but gonna be a little bit questionable here for Feinberg. Should be pretty comfortable though.
Yeah, throwing away the bow. No pearls in his inventory, but he's not planning on pearling anyway, so he needs to stay close to these obsidian pillars. If the dragon's on the other side, he's got to play this end fight close. On average, waiting strategies north-south played optimally can be about 2 minutes. If you have to wait closer, though, it's just going to decrease your odds. The dragon's going to strafe you more, and you're looking at a little bit higher average, maybe 220 or something. Could get a 5-minute dragon here. I mean, he had a bow and 33 arrows, but he threw it out.
I think,
so.
Is that the perch coming in? Nope, looks like he just got baited. And didn't get baited. There it is. Wow. Okay. Coming in, quite a low height. Gonna need to do one for setting, but that is good damage. Good damage on that. Also has 4+1 anchor. Half a heart. Safety little bubble. He ain't nothing getting him down. Feinberg takes map 2.
Wow. I mean, it looked clean. Feinberg makes it look so easy, just so simple, but that was so risky. It's so close, man. Just like down to the wire, half a heart, barely enough to do it. No crystals are down. Oh man, that was wow. I mean, classic Feinberg play. Risky in tournament, just barely enough to do it. Half a heart is all you need to beat the game. So GG's. Sub 15 on that one. Weird overworld. Feinberg's going to take a look back at this one. I do think Cave was the intended play. I mean, it definitely did work out. A little slow with the overworlds, but much better than doing Bucket Woodlight. I wonder where Dylqn would have been if he had only placed that one obsidian in the portal frame.
I think this would have been a disgustingly closer match.
Yeah. Yeah, but, I mean, it was a minute and a half time loss, maybe. I mean, he was in Stronghold, like, very, very close. Oh, yeah, we got another donation coming in. If you guys would like to jump on the bandwagon and be one of the cool kids that's donating to the cause, ! Donate or ! UAP in chat. We just got a $5 donut from T-Wag Stan. Thank you. That's very cool.
Wow. I mean, I guess it's pretty cool that you have a stand, but my stand donated $10. So I'd like to give a shout out to all my fans supporting this cause. Much more than the T-Wag side. But if anybody wants to sway that, and I know Wag's got some of them deep pocket followers. If anybody wants to show this
about? What? I'm just
awesome cause. We're just joking around with it, but very cool. And if anybody wants to support that, that would be awesome.
Yeah, $225 to make that blue bar go all the way and fill it in so we don't have to look at that missing section anymore. Yeah, and Feinberg Dylqn will be booting up seed number 3 here. And I said earlier, it's looking tougher and tougher to take down Feinberg, the tournament menace. He's at 2-0 right now. I was predicting a 3-0. It could be. This could be the very last seed. Oh, chat. It's always a bit sad, the final day of a tournament, you know? This could be it. This could be goodbye for the first Minecraft Glitchless Invitational. Did you guys enjoy your stay? Did you guys enjoy your time? Would you guys like to see this again? Let me know your feelings. Oh, it's a good time. It's a good time.
The real ones know that this is far from over, as this is the beginning of the reverse sweep from Dylqn. Very similar seed to the first one, where we did see him pulling out some tech, pulling out a lead, better execution. He can definitely clean up and take down Feinberg. It's not impossible. It's not improbable. But right now, I am putting my faith into this man to give us a series.
I would love for that to happen too. Ben breathing in the copium, having a large amount of copium here. Dylqn could do the reverse sweep. It is possible. Yeah, so we'll see here. And is this another Tundra Ruin
Yeah, Tundra
Portal.
Ruin Portal.
Yeah.
I don't know how we managed to get two of these for the final series, but clearly something special in the back. Maybe something like looting? I don't know. I don't think have we seen any looting seeds this tournament?
Maybe. I don't remember if there was a pure looting FSG. Maybe. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see. They'll look around. Yeah, there's a village up ahead there. So similar to the first seed. Let's see. No
This is
sword
definitely
in this one.
completable. Yeah, no sword. Bit of a hoe and a shovel gets the light prepared. 5 iron guaranteed from the golem, but no bucket necessary, so we'll be able to just, throw 2 iron away. As putting the hoe durability into getting leaves, which is an interesting decision. Going to be getting a
Like
lot
that.
of blocks very quickly. Make his way over to the village.
Ah, there we go. There we go. There is a blacksmith. I was wondering, taiga villages or tundra villages do have two different types of iron buildings. This is the easiest one to recognize. It is the tundra blacksmith. There is another house which is the toolsmith. Is it a no, no, no? It's the blast furnace house. It's very hard to identify because it looks just like all the other ones. Could also have some iron. That's a tough one though. But they do find 6 iron and iron pick in here, so they are gonna be fine on everything, right? They got the iron axe, they got a gold shovel, they got an extra gold to distract piglins if they want, and 4 bread. That might actually be the most food they've been given in any overworld so far.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Feinberg making his way through the village a little bit faster, managed to figure out that blacksmith a lot cleaner, and will be entering sooner. Gonna have about a 5-second lead on entry as Dylqn needs to pick up these. Dylqn having the slight block advantage with the fact that he did the leaf farm, and it's not a bastion. By God, Wags.
My
I
God, do
don't.
they? Wait a minute. Do they have to look around for 20 seconds before starting the bastion? Wait a
I
minute.
mean, we're
No, there's a
seeing
yeah.
immediately coming out from Dylqn. I'm interested. They looks like they got very different portal spawns despite both entering from the ruin portal.
Well, Dylqn stood up 1 block on a leaf, and it might have actually displaced his spawn.
That
It's
if he actually did, then that is awesome. Throwing 1 gold,
yeah.
going to get the D-aggro, has the 2 gold blocks in the back, still not opting to make any gold armor, just going to hold on to the ingots themselves for the D-aggro material. Going to be making his way up, breaks that block as very quick on the trigger there with that D-aggro as he chooses to make the hole in the middle, going to be throwing gold, losing a lot of health as he backs off. The aggro drops, makes himself a little safe haven as he will be finally funneling these pigs in. Feinberg's dead. Wait.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just making sounds like like the whole time you were talking about Dylan, but Feinberg
I thought you
was
were owing it, Dylqn.
no. Feinberg was in a very monkey W situation for a bit there. He was starting his route almost at the same time. There are 2 blocks that you want to mine ideally on the stairs in order to get all of the piglins from the bridge up. He was on the first one, got hit by a piglin down, and then bridged up halfway. The piglins just jumped on him. He was high up enough with enough blocks that the piglins were aggroed and just fell down on him because he had no gold armor, I believe. So,
All right. I'd like to say, Stream, sometimes if you're trying to commentate very aggressively about one aspect, you're not focusing on the other one. I thought
that
that
is
what
true.
was happening to Dylqn was entertaining, so I
No,
was
no,
talking
it is.
aggressively about that. My bad.
That's why you got 2
Feinberg stuff.
commentators. You talk about the one that's going on right now that's got the interesting thing. I got your back watching the other screen. It's
Exactly.
that's why you got 2. Yeah. So Feinberg will take a little bit of a death. Instant reset. His stuff was close enough to lava. Some of it burned, so he just wants to go right back in.
Oh,
It's a
never
fast
mind. It's
enough
a bastion.
overworld. Yeah, that was also yeah. We saw that before. Yeah. Wow.
Oh dear.
That's yeah.
Is this task overlap coming out from Dylqn? Is he going to just... I mean, it is. He does not have enough pearls. Already gets one of the rods. Going to be block spamming his way through. Would have liked to see a pearl hang given the distance that he has to travel here. but making the decision not to will have to sprint all of this way back. And given the food situation, I wouldn't be that happy with this. I think the task overlapping may have been a mistake.
Yeah. It's tough to say. Maybe. Well, how much stuff does he have? I saw another stack of pearls, I think, in his inventory. Oh, that's lava. That's a little awkward.
Yep, gonna spam it out. Ends
Does
up,
he have enough obsidian?
he has 16 in his inventory?
He's got another stack of pearls. I think he might be done.
My bad. That was just an extremely fast bastion coming out. I thought that he was just dumping the golden task overlapping. But going to be... Good point, Compo language picks trades.
Yeah, they will freeze as well. All right. Feinberg not making the same mistake this time. He is in the bastion. Doing quick trade at the boomer trading hole here, as people are fond of calling it. So
I think it's more people are fond of calling you Boomer. And it is implied that this is your route.
Is it? I don't know. I kind of just threw gold around everywhere. Sometimes I threw it in the direction of that hole. I never used a trading hole though, so I feel like the first treasure out that came out had that hole. But
did he? Anyway. He's just lost his ability to double travel by misplacing. Oh, Dylqn, you hate to see that. Clicks slightly too far past the block, ends up spam placing not just one, but a couple of blocks, as he's now locked in and going to have to do overworld travel from this point. Would like to see some food coming out. Going to do a distance estimation, but that is rough.
Hear me out. If that's a close stronghold, you like it. If it's not, lower treasure for one more hobby.
Lower treasure is technically an option.
Dylqn Donald do lower treasure for the fans. No, he's gonna hunger reset and just like it. I didn't see the angle change. If it's within 700 blocks, it's probably fine just to run it. So I'm sure it's probably the correct play just to run it. But who wouldn't want to see a little lower treasure just for one hobby? That's all you need. Then you could get a chest. You could trade one gold block. Just one hobby.
He's got to feel Feinberg breathing down his neck. Doesn't know that there was already a mistake coming through on Feinberg's side, and now with the lack of capability to double travel, really going to be feeling the situation here. Quick shout out to Chatter for dropping another donation our way, $25, much appreciated, great cause.
There you go. And Dylqn, I don't think he's interested in getting any more food. He just did a reset. I think he's going to gun it foodless until he gets to the importer room. If he needs to hunger reset once more there, he can. But I hope for his sake it's close and we get to see more matches. I don't know. Maybe a chatter, maybe someone in chat who knows who was watching the angles can tell us how far away this is, because I didn't see. I am curious.
Ooh, 5 blazes in one room here. Feinberg going to be getting good spawn rates here, as he's going to be chunking out so many of these rods, up to 6 already. Does he have enough for double is the question, because we haven't seen him set up a portal. He's sitting on 8 rods now. He has 21 obby, so he will be doing a check here. Let's see how that plays out. Places some string in the portal. Gonna light it now, make his way through, as Dylqn's just cruising the 7 seas, making his way downtown, walking fast.
Yeah, you do love to see it. So, I mean, Dylqn did throw an eye next to that shore. I feel like from his distance estimate, he thought it wasn't that far away. So maybe it is ocean exposed right here. Ooh, this would be so exciting if we saw ocean exposed border room and Dylqn made it first. Oh my god. I don't see it yet. Okay, so Feinberg is doing... Oh, he's doing Axis on the water here?
Yeah, that's always suspect. Very difficult to be sure you're getting precise angles with the general just structure of the terrain. Is going to sack that eye in the name of time. Has a lot due to the fact that he got the extra 2 rods, sitting on 8, as he will be running the calcs as he might already have this angle prepared. Dylqn still in the lead here, going to be doing another distance check as that's close.
Yeah, I thought it was very, very close. Yeah, I thought the eye pointed. Yeah, it's like right here. I thought the eye pointed like sideways to where he was traveling, but he didn't trust it. Does a distance estimate, sees that it's immediately in the chunk next to him, and he's digging down. Oh, Feinberg actually needs the I Spy in order to catch up. I mean, did have a 2.5 minute death time loss here, so it kind of makes sense, but really needs to hit this math correctly. Let's see if his mental math is good enough. And he nails it. It's possible.
Stronghold entry coming in from Dylqn here. Will be making his way through. Feinberg sitting on that piece of bread. Portal room coming in for Dylqn. Not I Spy. Is he in the correct cave? Will have a little bit of a run around, not seeing anything. Most likely going to make his way to surface here. But Dylqn is in the end. It is at this point his match to lose. We saw him fail a one cycle earlier against Curryway, and we'll have to see if he can land it this time round to make this series carry on, make this tournament carry on.
Dylqn having some nice N5 play here. I don't know if you guys saw that, but did a quick flick on to put his cursor on the obsidian pillar. Pick blocking to get obsidian in his inventory, a play I always appreciate. It's just such a nice pizzazz fancy play. I never do it, but it's so cool looking. Getting a quick crafting table. He does get shot with Dragon's Breath though, waits till it lands, then jumps up on the crafting table. Just some nice maneuvering by Dylqn. Playing this end fight confidently so far.
Feinberg is there, gonna be finding the chunk right here. Gonna be just, once again, sacking the eye, gonna dig straight down here, as we could end up seeing both runners being in the end when it comes to this. Are we seeing a full bed here? Is this what Dylqn's sitting on?
I think so. I don't think I saw any anchors.
No sprint, good pearl health. Manages to just trying to avoid that Enderman's eye contact. But Feinberg's in the stronghold now.
And Dylqn did go this way and got in the portal room. I think this is it. I mean, Dylqn got an instant portal room. He was going this way. I don't know exactly which way he turned, though, but Feinberg is in the right branch, I'm pretty sure. I think it might be just right here, and it is.
Gonna find it. Gonna see the one eye. Already has an excess of pearls. Baited on the perch. Dylqn sacking one of his pearls, losing more of his health bar. He's already on waddling pace as Feinberg being given a chance to take this 3-0. This is a map that he has no right to win, but he landed good travel. Has the 4-bed also, 5th bed in the back that he picked up from the village. But Dylqn, full RNG, going to be going against the high roll perch from Feinberg. This is a perch race.
Oh, this is why I really like bow and arrow, because more things are skill based. You don't have to just be sweating while the dragon is just randomly deciding who it wants to give the win to. But that's okay. We'll just wait. And I mean, honestly, I know Feinberg took a death that cost him about 2.5 minutes, but Dylqn misplacing that one obsidian, I wonder how much time that cost him too. Maybe 1-2 minutes. And that is a perch for Dylqn, though. He does get it first.
Has to 4-bed this though.
It's a good height. Wait, he waited too long. Oh no, it was perfect. It was perfect. Never mind.
Bed. Gets good height for the second though. Manages to get a good damage on the third. Fails to trigger the fourth. Dylqn, not like this. With that bed, he would have taken the map. Would have been in axe range regardless of damage. But he just does not manage to trigger it in time. The dragon destroys it. And now he takes a reset. He's going to be going back to the overworld. But Feinberg, he's saying maybe Dylqn died also. Little does he know that he was so close to this run being over. Betting on Feinberg missing a 5-bed is not a bet that anybody should be taking, as it is now in his hands to take this series, win 3-0. I believe $1,000 on the line for him here.
Isn't it? Sorry, I thought it was
500,
500 first
500, yeah,
place. Yeah, 500
500,
first place,
1,000
250
total. Yep.
second place. This is a perch. Are we gonna see him clutch it out? First bet for height, I think was the correct play here. Yeah, pretty good on damage. G's to Feinberg. Yeah, put yourself in a little safety bubble. There you go.
Yep.
Congrats to Feinberg.
Safe from everybody, including himself.
GG's. I mean, yeah, Dylqn had a shot at that. Again, we come back to tournament scenario. You're playing differently than you are in RSG. You're not just playing against the game. It's not 1v1. It's against another player. It's not you versus game. It's you versus another player. You make way more mistakes. We would not see Dylqn missing one cycles very much in an RSG setting, but when you got to beat someone else, you go with the 4-bet. Sometimes it's bad height. Sometimes it's too tough to get. And one mistake, and that's it. Feinberg 3 O's taking home $500. But Dylqn, hey, taking home 250. I'm sure he's pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a run that not many people would have predicted. Obviously a great runner, but a lot of great runners in this tournament, and Dylqn making it all the way to the finals. Very impressive and should be very proud of himself. And just pushing these seeds as well. Mistakes were made, as we will cover in a second. Welcome to the booth, guys. But
What's up?
just, I mean, I don't think Frio properly represents this series. I think it was extremely close between you guys. There were a lot of mistakes, and I think you guys both clearly felt the pressure of your opponent. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
No, there's no pressure. I just played bad.
I knew you were gonna say.
I was coming the whole time. I thought you
Yeah,
were
there's
gonna
no
say
pressure. Dylqn's whatever. I don't care. I'm just, I'm just good at the game.
no. There was definitely pressure in finals at all, and I did definitely mess up stuff. I died. Then I died 13. The treasure, bro. Running up the stairs, bam, off the top deck. It's over, bro. I was like, and then I'm in the end, and I go for insta perch, and it's 2 minutes, and it still isn't like it's not over. I'm like, oh god, Dylqn died too. Oh my god.
Well, no, I just misplaced Obby. I had 20 and I literally misplaced
Yeah.
Obby. It was so I just went. I was just swimming for a while. I finally got to the strong.
Yeah, I mean it was super close matches. I think Feinberg had the clear edge on the first two. The last one, taking the death there cost you about 2.5 minutes, I think. And Dylqn,
yeah, I just like fully reset. I mean, I knew a little more about the sea, but it was pretty linear. Like I took like a 3-minute time last week.
Yeah, and I think Dylqn only having maybe a 1.5-minute time loss with the one misplaced obby, so still kind of major mistakes, but still was in that, but only had 4 beds and the end, and no hunger as well, so couldn't sprint. So very close. Yeah, and the last bed, the dragon just ate it, so it looked like it shouldn't have eaten that bed. I always hate that. Like,
it always feels like unjust whenever I watch that.
Yeah, when it's like the 4th one in the set, it always feels wrong. Like if it eats the first one, you kind of know, you're like, yeah, I was too low. But if it's that 4th one or whatever, I don't never get that. I still don't really get that.
Yeah, unlucky. But GG's, congrats to Feinberg for taking home $500 for the Glitchless Invitational. Dylqn taking home a respectable 250. There you go. We're solid. Let's go.
Let's go.
How'd you guys feel about those seeds? I was like, I'm interested because these seeds, they usually give them one thing that's lacking in a seed that's a little uncomfortable. Every seed, it was food. It was just like no food.
They were all room portal seeds with no food because a lot of them, we spawned in bad biomes all 3 times. So we spawned at 0-0 and the room portals pause close, which is fine. But like it's savanna and tundra and there's like no food. They're like chickens in one seed. And that second seed room portal was like total ass. What a bait,
yeah,
dude.
that was
obby, 3 iron. Dude, I mined 1 gravel. I was like, they're gonna scam us out of a light. And instead we just got scammed out everything.
Like, I saw the gravel, I was like, there's no way they're this mean. And then I needed the gravel. Actually,
the whole thing was mean. So you would, I found some, there's just some cave. I was like, I'm not going to that iron pick. Because, dude, I swear, all my bastions there are like treasure. They're like 85% were treasure today. So I was like, I'm not going over there and iron pick the treasure. Like, I mined, I found some cave. It wasn't that close. Like, you could see it from the hill, I guess. And I just went down, found like exactly 4 iron. And there was just no food, any seed. Hunger reset galore. Like, I had no... I ended one of these seeds on half a heart. I didn't have any food going to the end on this one. Like, and all three, it was bad.
Yeah. I ripped an
There
iron
goes
trade in the treasure.
Maybe
Yeah, that's true.
like all room portals. It felt like a lot
Yeah.
of room portals, which isn't bad. It's just this is what I was noticed, you know, a lot of room portals. So it's hard to get food on room portal seeds because you want to be in ASAP, you know, like
Yeah.
Shipwreck, you can get that food chest. It's right there. Village, obviously, you're gonna mine some hay bales, especially in like a tourney setting. But like room portal, unless there's like some juicy cows right there, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah,
We just
it's
had
very
juicy
made the
cows today.
matches very tense, very difficult, challenging seeds with no food. Everything else was fairly laid out, but it did make for some very Monka moments and interesting ways to get food and hunger resets and stuff. So it's a tough one for sure today. You guys played it well. So I only have one more question. I'm kind of curious now that we've gone through like this whole tournament. It seems like a lot of 116 is kind of figured out. But a lot of the runs today were either educated or Axis, or I don't know if we saw any perfect from your origin spawn portal.
Perfect there.
But what do you guys think is the optimal, now that you've experimented with a lot, nether travel method if you're at your origin portal?
For tournaments or for RSG?
I guess both is a good question.
Tournaments. Okay, so there's like different kinds of seeds you get in a tournament. Like if the bastion and the fortress are just inside of each other on spawn, I like educated. I feel like the RTA time loss is too big for calculated.
Just like single throw educated?
Yeah, single throw portal.
Yeah.
Because like it's the close stronghold. I think the way I think the time loss was quantified, I mean, in like even both tournaments, obviously RTA, but like addition is not that hard to overlap with blazes. You know what I mean? So like it's not that big of a deal. The only strat that really gets screwed by RTA is like perfect if they're like spam pausing for like eyes, sub pictures and stuff. But like if you're educating and you're like 250 blocks away versus like 150, like that doesn't really matter. Like that's like a pearl or two if you have the food, right? If you don't have the food, it matters. I don't know. But if you I spy versus no I spy, that's huge because you don't need to find the chunk. You don't need to dig down. Sometimes you just hit the portal room, you know? So strats that I spy are good. So I think Axis is really good, and I think Perfect's really good. Perfect's hard, especially with RTA and like getting the time down. Perfect without a macro is hard, like the I guess like legal version,
the macro
or whatever. And like people who can whip that out, like I really only watch Draconics, perfect travel wise, like people that do it. He's just crazy, like that's crazy, getting perfect like that, because just overlap the math. You throw one eye, like sometimes it's even faster in the overworld than Axis because you only have to throw one eye instead of two. Like if you're in an ocean for Axis, you have to throw an eye, swim down, grab it. 2 chunks over, 1 chunk over, line yourself up again, throw an eye, swim down, grab it. Perfect. You should do that once, and you still can get in the starter. So like, perfect's arguably better there. It's between perfect and Axis. Educated is good for tourneys, but if you're not doing Axis or perfect in runs, and there's still, it's weird that it's not solved. I think perfect's just a lot harder, and people haven't really discovered. Sort of like with end fight stuff. Like I think Zero Cycle will get more popularity soon. It's just like a lot of people are sort of stubborn to learn it, as always with new strats that seem a little risky. But people who pull off 0 cycles, they're like, it looks crazy, and when you hit perfect, it just looks crazy, you know? Like the high roll potential is so big with those two strats. I think they can be like sort of the last big things we're kind of figuring out.
Yep. One day we'll have that perfect 0 cycle sub 10 world record. One day.
Oh, you'll love that.
That'll be, well, I'll just retire. That's it. That's the end of Minecraft. Yeah. Well, Ben, do you have any questions for him? For these guys?
No, I'm just imagining you like Mary Poppins and just leaving once we've actually learned the lesson that we need.
Just fly away.
Is what matters. And you just fly away into the distance, never to be seen again. And I think that's a beautiful image to end this on.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I want to butt in for a little bit, just shout out one more time the Urban Arts Partnership. I really appreciate, the whole community backing us up, raising some money for them here on the final day, raising $552 on one 5-hour block of streaming for a tournament. Pretty good time. Really appreciate everybody. Every dollar counts. We just got a $2 anonymous donation. Appreciate every last one of you guys coming out here and supporting the Urban Arts Partnership that, put up the prize pool for this event. So they're giving back to the community in more ways than one, sending people to school and supporting the speedrun community. Very cool stuff. And I also want to give a shout out just to the general chatters as well, because this tournament has been fantastic. I mean, I've never ran a Minecraft speedrun event before, but the whole community has been very, accepting to not only me, but, the whole tournament scene with all the events happening recently. It's been a really good time for speedrunning, and I personally can't wait to do more events. But for now, I think we're going to go head over to Minecraft Java speedrunning. I'm not quite sure what the event they're running is. I think it's a pre 1.9.
Yeah, if you've seen Break the Record Live, it's just there's, I think, 8, 10, 12 of them. They're all just resetting random seeds, trying to get the best time possible and break the world record. That category specifically is seen a lot of development recently and just push, and the world record is very beautiful. I would not be surprised if someone beats it tomorrow with the amount that they're playing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people playing.
Just before you toss the raid button, I do want to give a massive shout out to you, Saren, throwing this tournament together, obviously new with the community, and thank you for giving us a chance. Thank you for getting GSA involved, for getting Urban Arts Partnership involved, bringing more attention to this community and the amazing runners and chatters and everybody that is a part of it. So thank you for putting this event together.
Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, I couldn't have done it without, the community. I mean, if K4 and Feinberg didn't help me out start getting things off the ground, we would have been playing with random players on literal random seeds. I would have no idea what I was doing setting up this event. So huge shouts to them, and of course all the commentators chipping in with the game knowledge, keeping things entertaining. But we are going to head over to Minecraft Java speedrunning. We're running out of time. That clock is ticking down. So everybody go stop by, give the channel a follow, and support the event. See you later, gamers.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.